In the years since NFTs exploded in popularity, the idea of what they are has gotten more complicated. Pictures of apes have sold for millions of dollars. There's been endless supply of headlines about million-dollar hacks and corporate cash grabs. But with all the uncertainty, we shouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater, just because scams are around in plenty. And I think it's important to recognize the advantages what NFTs can bring to gaming. With that said, I know many gamers aren't thrilled about NFTs. They either believe they're just JPEGs or that publishers will use them to extract more value from players, which unfortunately will happen if used incorrectly. But the NFT gaming world is coming, so why not get ahead of it, so you can at least see the big red flags. Let's start with what an NFT is. NFTs are unique crypto tokens that exist on the blockchain and can't be replicated. They can represent real-world assets like shares in a company, ownership of digital art, or even real estate. Tokenizing these real-world assets make buying, selling, and trading more efficient with proof of ownership behind it. Where most people see JPEGs, it's what's behind it that is the actual NFT. More precisely, an NFT is proof of having bought the asset. NFTs are not all peaches and cream, however. They do not yet offer a significant level of security to safeguard their users or investors. The number of malicious actors posing as platforms, exchanges, or influencers to gain the keys to our wallet is ridiculous at the moment, while others will sell off NFTs as early access to games that never even get developed. But I still reckon the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, especially when the marketplace develops are standard and people are held accountable. It's not commonly known, but there is actually many types of NFTs, and it's even possible an NFT could be multiple types. We commonly won't see artwork, event tickets, or real-world asset NFTs in the gaming space, but don't get me wrong, it's possible to see them operate as a ticket to a gaming event, or obviously allowing players to use the art as a profile picture. Although when it comes to well-known shady publishers, I wouldn't be surprised to see their NFT pass peddle you a small sample of their loot boxes to get you hooked to gambling, just as a crack dealer would work his product. But that's why you gotta know your shit. People have been collecting cards long before NFT collections existed, trading cards and card games being the most popular, from rare Pokemon cards to spawning cards. Collectors have been spending thousands of dollars to possess the rarest cards in the collection. Everyone I knew in my childhood had the first edition Charizard that ended up being in the tip or left in the jeans to be washed. Maybe Pokemon isn't your thing and you had an 86 Michael Jordan rookie card. My point is, NFTs being digital remove many of the challenges physical collectibles face. Similar to real-life trading cards, NFT trading cards are valued depending on their rarity, utility, and certification. Previously, trading card collectors would have to verify the authenticity of the physical card through a lengthy process, where they would send their card to a professional authenticator and grading service. However, with NFT trading cards, the entire history of the digital asset can be easily viewed and authenticated on a blockchain ledger. Anyone can see when the asset was created, who created it, and how many editions there are. This eliminates the possibility of passing a counterfeit asset as authentic and shortens the authentication process. Cheerio is the NFT card game I'm looking at, and it plays similar to Hearthstone, including quality. The advantages Cheerio has over Hearthstone is you straight own the cards you buy. And even if you don't or you can't play, you can rent them out to others to play and earn on your behalf. But that's only one way you can make money playing this game. You can stake their token and earn packs each week to sell in the marketplace. Or if you're really good, each player can agree to put up an item for winning the game, kind of like pink slips for a car race. With Hearthstone, you only buy the right to unlock the usage of the card. You don't actually own it, nor ever have a use for it outside the game. You can't even sell the cards you bought when you're done with the game. Now, it's not all roses when it comes to tradable NFT card games. There are some things to keep in mind that can negatively affect the NFT. The most obvious being if the project doesn't deliver and allows you to buy the cards beforehand. That would kill the whole utility of the NFT and the selling price with it. Another would be to not cycle out the NFT cards based on a seasonal system, to bring in a whole new set. If cards didn't cycle out the ability to earn them, they would stay inflationary and lose value over time. Note, I'm talking about cycling out the ability to earn them, not play them. For NFTs to work in gaming, there should be a clear set standard between the different types. NFTs earned in-game should be limited by skill and time, which then would be only available on a player-driven market, while the ones you buy with cash should be limited by being around for one time only, with only so many available. It would also suck if the game just turned around and gave easier avenues to earn the NFTs that people have worked for or paid for. If the ability to earn them isn't held back and altogether cut off, they would stay inflationary and never work. When we talk about utility NFTs, we emphasize the word utility because that's where the heart of this asset lies. Utility NFTs refer to virtual assets that offer privileges, benefits, or rewards to the owner, which are otherwise not available for use. The coolest NFT utility I've seen is offering a cut of the profit from the in-game store. And I think if people are crowdfunding a game before it's even out via NFTs, that should be the standard. If there was an NFT game that was on par with World of Warcraft, I'll quit mine and be playing it, but there isn't. So perhaps the easiest way to understand utility NFTs is using WoW as the example. Everyone that knows WoW knows the value of mounts in the game. They are one of the starring achievements. Most of them aren't limited by quantity beyond time limit. I remember how hard it was to get the Black Proto Drake from Knack, and I got oh so close before time ran out. Glory of the Raider was difficulty gated and would make a great example of an NFT mount that works. Being able to make your hard-earned achievement sellable, which will have your name tied to it as it passes from player to player. Another great example would be to drop a mount for the first 10,000 players to kill the final boss of a raid, and even have NFT mounts that drop from other bosses that would only drop randomly 10,000 times just to give hope to lesser skilled players. Even something as simple as the Hunter's Taming could be an NFT. Spirit Beasts could be limited and resold to other players. For those who don't know what Spirit Beasts in WoW are, they are a few unique animal respawns that randomly spawn in one of multiple locations that can take up to 17 hours to spawn. But it doesn't have to stop there. The pet system and even all those hard to get collectible items can be NFTs that you can buy and sell on the market. Just make sure each NFT doesn't have two avenues for the same outcome, unless the other avenue is buying it off another player. It's obvious to me that seasonal pass items and rare achievements can all be NFTs instead of where they currently are. Heck, even the items you straight buy in the in-game store should really be limited to a buying amount and can't be re-released to keep its rarity. I remember how hyped people in Fortnite got when they saw the Skull Troop skin. That's the kind of hype you want around your game. It was the first cool skin in Fortnite, and even though I didn't buy it, when it came back around, Epic Games did the right thing and kept it rare by adding a variant colour for those who bought it the first time. Reusing the same NFT in the in-game store will be a big no-no when it comes to the crypto gaming space. The more people that get involved, the more industry standards will be implemented. A 10% creator fee is just ridiculous. For those still not convinced in having an open, real value market in games, I don't know why you're still here. This is Gold Magikarp signing out. Blip blip blip.